Good day to you, gentle person in the internet, and thank you for joining me. And I beseech that you come in as we have a look at Lumi's Dreamscape. So yeah, come and join me to have a look at this lovely game because I think there is a huge amount of potential here. This is a game just made for a game jam. It is very short, I suppose in its way incomplete, but I think it is quite beautiful, quite charming, with massive potential for producing a really good game in the future. And I'm hoping this encourages the developer to continue working on it, to continue playing with it, because I think it has legs, as it were. It can run far. So we're going to jump in, we're going to play through it, we're going to give it a little bit of critique at the end, but not too much, because like I said, this is a very unfinished, incomplete game for a game jam. And really this is just to show you what an interesting experience is, to try and encourage people to play more indie games, and to hopefully give the developer some hope, some heart. The link is in the description if you want to see the game. Go and give the dev some love. And yeah, the game jam is just finishing its subscription phase. It's about to go into its rating phase. I think you can only rate it if you're a member of the game jam, but still, go give it a look, go give it a check out. The link will be from their itch.io page about the game jam. So let's jump in. I have just clicked on the play button because there was lovely music and I wanted to start the video with the lovely music. So yeah, let's continue. Every night when the lights go down, a child closes their eyes and drifts to sleep. Deep inside, where dreams are born and fears take shape, something small stirs awake. You are Lumi, the little voice that lives between the light and the dark. Her dreams are scattered, her nights are restless. Find the fragments, restore the peace. So we are Lumi. We are this little character generated by a child's dream state, a child's subconscious, something along those lines. As you can see, there are the controls listed down on the bottom left. A, D is move, space is jump, W and S is to climb up and down when something to climb is available, E is to interact, and if you press shift, you switch between the daytime world and the nighttime world, and certain things change between these two worlds. So this isn't like a unique gameplay mechanism. I have seen it in other games, some big games, some small. But it is, I think, very well implemented here, very attractively, aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, I give a lot of kudos to this dev for including these elements. So, A and D to move, we're moving on a flat plane from left to right, and we can jump over obstacles that we obviously can't walk through. If you look at the top right, you can see a little sort of vaguely diamondy shape. Those are the things we need to collect. We only need to collect one on this level, and then two on the next level, and the game only has 2 levels. But that is kind of the goal, and then it opens a little portal to the next state. This is quite a lovely room. I like the stripy bedspread covering. I don't really like the raised kist at the end. I have a sort of a lower kist at the end of my bed because my feet, I'm relatively tall, so my feet tend to stick out over the edge. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have a raised kist or a lowered kist, or just nothing at the end of your bed? It's quite useful to put things on, as long as it is kind of below my bed end enough that my feet can stick over and not hit something. Otherwise, yeah, I really like this room. Okay, so if we continue a bit further ahead, we see the thing that we can't jump onto, but it is a keyboard, which is kind of weirdly out from the wall, nevertheless. And that is the thing that we need to collect, but unfortunately, we can't get up there. And if we just continue further along the map, we do have this candle that we can start, but I'm not sure what the candle does. But it did just light up. Nevertheless, it is there. It is a thing that we can interact with. It's probably a good thing. But how do we get up there to collect our thing? So obviously what we do is we shift between the worlds, and as you can see, in this darker world there is a plant that we can climb. I'm not sure if maybe the candle caused this plant thing to happen. Anyway, we can climb up the plant thing with WS. I wonder if the candle caused that to spawn in. And now we're on the keyboard, we can shift back to the light world and collect our item. So we now have our item there. And we can continue to run along the map. Can we turn this candle off again? No, we can't. And then there is a little portal that we now need to jump through. I've just realized that Lumi looks like the little dust creatures from the Studio Ghibli movie. What is it called? I forget which one. The one with the dust sprite things. I think it might be in multiple of the worlds, which is very, very cute. I like it. So now we have 2 things that we need to collect. What is that on the bookshelf back there? Is that supposed to be a model aeroplane? I think. So we have something we can interact with here to pop this thing out. I'm not sure what this is for. Anyway. Oh, okay. Whatever it was, we can use it to pop this up. Unfortunately, what we don't have is a thing to stand on. Oh, that's a headset. That's what that is, with pink connectors between the earphone bits and the actual bit that goes over the head, so I couldn't see them. So it just looked like a very strange model airplane. Anyway, focus, concentrate. Right, so we need to get up that thing, but we can't jump up there. We can't go around because we're stuck on a flat plane. But this is now, I think this is the thing that really I liked about this game, is that we press shift and we end up in this world. So let's run under it. So we can jump on this, and then while we jump through the air, we press shift and we land on the thing, if we do it correctly, not like an idiot. There we go. And then here again we do it, and we jump up onto this thing. And we get up to the top here. And I like that. I like the fact of shifting between the worlds kind of mid-jump. The games I've seen, well, some of them did do that kind of thing, but not too many of them. And I think it's quite difficult as a developer, I think, to get that smooth shift between the 2 different worlds and objects moving around without... while the jump is happening, without kind of losing the player's control over the jump. Oh, and we have a thing here that we need to collect. And in the background we have more interesting stuff. Now we have a plant here. Oh, we have another thing. Okay, not sure what that's about. Disappeared. I don't know why it disappeared. Alright, so now we have a chair, another chair, the other thing that we need to collect, but we can't jump through this. Now this, I mean, I get the gameplay mechanism here, but it is a little bit nasty that this is just an invisible wall stopping us from walking through there. We should be able to get it, but we need to go up and over it. So how do we climb? Well, we press shift again, and we see climbable things. Maybe these weren't here until I used that object, although I don't remember using it in my previous attempt to play the game. And here we have plants, so we can go spring, and that made that plant, the cup disappear and that pattern appear in the background there, and I think it made this thing happen. Now this is a fairly tricky thing, because you have to kind of jump out here and then climb onto it. Otherwise you can't kind of get far enough outside, and your sort of head hits the wall of it. And now we have a thing we can jump onto here and jump over, use this one, jump onto that one, and then fall off the end. And we can use the little thing and make our portal appear and go through, and we get the thank you for playing button. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, this is a very sort of stripped down version of it. She ran out of time to a certain degree, you know, trying to get her entry in. I think she made it with like 16 hours to spare, so it was a pretty good effort all in all. A pretty good initiative to get into the game jams, and bravo developer. I hope it does well. As I said, it's just finishing off its submissions phase. It's going to be in the ratings phase for a while. I don't know, I think this is pretty. I think this is a very, very pleasing game that I hope I think this game jam gives you a free course, so yeah, enjoy your course, developer. But I think you're already are pretty good at stuff, so I don't know how much the course is going to teach you. I don't know. It's the GameDev.tv guys who are running this game jam, and they do offer a free course to anybody who enters, I think, not even just completes it or whatever. So so it is well worth looking at. I do recommend go to the developers itch.io page and go have a look at the game jam from there. So this is the point in which I obviously stop showing gameplay and we talk about critiques. So if you are just here to have a look at the gameplay, come and give the game a little run through, come and give the developer some love. I think it is an interesting experience. It's just one click away in your browser. So yeah, definitely worth having a look at. Where was I? Distracted by this beautiful artwork on the screen. I think it's a lovely bit of art. I'd love to know where it came from. Did the developer do this? Is she an artist? I don't know, it feels like it. Very, 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 very pleasing. All right, so yeah, if you are just here for the gameplay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like or dislike if you liked or disliked the video. Don't forget to leave some comments. Tell me how much you think the game is pretty. Tell me what you think about the game aesthetic design. Tell me anything you want. I just throw stuff into the void, and it's nice to hear people message back on occasion. The sounds, the game is very, very pretty. I like the little rustly footsteps of Lumi. Could do with a few more sort of ambient background sounds and things like that, but that's very much kind of late dev trim that we don't really need at this point. The artwork, the game is pretty. The environments are good looking. This sub-screen, artwork is stunning. It could do with a little bit more of a tutorial to try and show the player what they're supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to interact with the world and things like that. Obviously, again, that's something to work towards. I like the fact that there's a bit of lore in the thing, like it tells us who we are and what's going on. It doesn't tell us why we're collecting the things. They're supposed to be fragments of dreams. I think I got that from the intro. But yeah, I don't know. Is there a child who's having difficulties with dreams? Like, what is the meta story here? So a little bit more lore work into the world of Lumi and her kind, and how they interact with the child's dream world and safety and all of that kind of thing would be nice. It would be nice to see more of that. I mean, the final critique is really just the gameplay things. So the basic gameplay is why I decided to showcase this game. I think it's excellent. I think it's a very well implemented concept that is very interesting and enjoyable to play through. This kind of shifting between worlds sort of thing is great. And within the context of a little bit of subconsciousness from a child's dream is just, very aesthetically very, very pleasing. It's a very compelling idea that I think needs more attention, more support. And I guess the only thing I really ask for is just more things to shift between the worlds, like that candle. I just noticed there's candles here on the image. It would be nice if the candle kind of lit up part of the night world, so you could go through it and get to the next bit and that kind of thing. I don't know if that maybe was the intention for it. It's a mechanism there, or if it just did the plants or whatever. But I think it's very, very pretty. I think it was very, very enjoyable. I think this is a fantastic game, and I want to see more from this developer. I'd love to see this game expanded and grown more on. But failing that, I'd like to see this developer make more games, because I think there is actual skill here. And that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Go give the dev some love, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.